Hi, my name's Stacy Satung. I'm a star manager with Tupperware and I live in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I wanted to take a couple minutes and tell you about my why, how I got here, and what Tupperware has done for me in just 7 or 8 months since May of 2020 when I joined. I call myself a Tupperware COVID baby. I'll be honest, I don't think that Tupperware is so much a thing in the Philadelphia area or in maybe even in Pennsylvania. I'm not sure. I've lived here my whole life. And whereas my mom and grandmom, I do remember having a couple things. I remember the pitcher wheel. My mom still has a yellow colander that many people have. And we found recently a chip and dip platter that was in my dad's apartment from the 70s. But we were not that family that had Tupperware at every family gathering. So, quite honestly, I forgot about it. I didn't necessarily even really know that you had to buy Tupperware from a Tupperware lady, and I didn't realize that it has been around as long as it has. It just wasn't on my radar. I tried everything possible to stay off the radar of direct sales parties for the past 10 or so years since they've been a thing. I didn't need many pairs of leggings, and I didn't need new nails, and I didn't even need new really great pizza stones or kitchen stuff. I didn't have the extra income to support that. So every time I got invited to one of those parties, I politely declined because I knew that many people feel the pressure to buy something, even though that's not a thing and you don't have to feel that pressure, but many people do. And so I politely just always said no thank you and avoided them until August of 2019 when one of my best friends was having a home Tupperware party. Because it's your best friend, you go. So I went. Begrudgingly, but I went. And I said to her beforehand, Janine, I don't think I can really buy a ton of extra stuff, just so you know. And she said, so what? Just come. It'll be fun. And I said, okay, I'll come. So I went. And I remember the consultant bringing fruit, and we made like a sangria in the Power Chef. And I remember being amazed at how quickly it could chop the strawberries and the fresh fruit for the drink that we were making. And what stood out to me was she said, this container can keep your strawberries for 2 weeks. And I remember thinking to myself, here we go. Everyone knows that strawberries don't last for 2 weeks. And this woman is already just trying to sell us something that we don't need. This is exactly what I figured it was going to be. But I kept my mouth closed and I actually really enjoyed the house party. So when it was time to order something, I said, okay, I can always use a bowl set. I do know Tupperware lasts forever, as evidenced by the fact that everyone at that party was talking about Tupperware that they either had that was passed down from them for someone in their family or they had gotten when they first got married 30 years ago. So I said, okay, a bowl set will last for a long time. And let me take one of those strawberries containers she's talking about, which was a Fridge Smart container. I came home. When everything came in, I promptly put it in my cabinet, forgot about it. Fast forward to March of 2020. Here comes COVID. And we're all shopping less. Like I said, I live in Philadelphia. It's a very big city. The grocery store is not where you wanted to be in a pandemic. And so I didn't want to go to the store. And if I was going to the store, I was buying a ton of things because I didn't want to go back again for a month. And I remember thinking to myself when I was standing there seeing strawberries, and I was like, I have that container at home. So bought some strawberries, came home, put my strawberries in, counted the days. 11 days later, I opened that container, and my strawberries were fresh. They needed to be eaten, but they were fresh. They weren't rotten. They weren't molded. They weren't mushy. And I was like, I need to find a Tupperware lady because I need more of these magical containers. So what did I do? Did what so many of us do when we need information. We go to Facebook. So I went to Facebook and said, hey, does anybody know a Tupperware lady? A friend of mine said, yeah, I can hook you up with one. Great. I got in touch with her and I said, I'd like to buy some more Fridge Smart containers. She said, well, would you like to host a party? And I said, oh, probably not. Like, I try to avoid those parties, but I'll check with my friends and family. If they say they'll come, I will host it. Back to Facebook I go. Does anybody want to host a Tupperware party? My friends and family were like, yes, absolutely. Okay. So I said, sure, let's host the party. I didn't think a whole ton of it. I enjoyed my week. My friends and family seemed to have fun. I had fun, played some games. I earned a bunch of great stuff. Got my Fridge Smart. I was about to go along my merry way. And I was closing the night with the consultant And I said, I hope this went well for you. And she said, went well. It was awesome. Your friends and family are great. And I was like, oh, thanks. I said, it seemed like everyone had a good time. She said, I earned a little over $300. I said, you earned $300 from your couch over a week? She said, yeah, I just do this for fun. This is fun money for me. And honestly, this is the biggest party I've had in a long time. That got my brain turning. So we closed out the order, and I remember calling my sister. And I said, I think I'm going to become a Tupperware lady. She said, well, I knew that 2 days in, that this was going to be your future. I guess I'm going to be buying a lot of Tupperware. So what I haven't told you is that my whole life since I was a teenager, I've worked in hospitality part-time. I did it through high school, through college, even as a second job over the past 15 years. I've always either been a bartender, a server, a caterer, and in most recent years, a wedding day of coordinator. Well, last March and last May, when I was having my Tupperware party, weddings aren't a thing. They're still only slowly coming back with a lot of precautions, but they are not what we knew in February of 2020. So I watched the 4 weddings I was supposed to coordinate last spring go down the drain. There was no better time for me to say, I can try this. My friends and family responded, I'm tech savvy. I can do Facebook. Why not? And I've loved it. It was the best decision I've ever made for myself. I go live all the time in my Facebook group. I love my VIP customers. I do it just like this. No makeup, hair up, end of the night. I don't care. I unbox things. I just talk about things. I organize my shelves with modular mates in my VIP group. I don't care. There are people that love me and people that love the product. And it's fun. Another thing I didn't tell you. I've been carrying $8,000 to $10,000 worth of debt for probably 15 years. I've always been able to pay my bills on time, but it's to do all the other things that I've wanted to do that I've never been able to tackle that debt. I just always said to myself, one day I'll get there. One day it will go away. One day I will pay it off. That day came at the end of October in 2020, because in just 5 sales months, I was able to pay down that $10,000 worth of debt to zero. And it wasn't easy. And I didn't spend every waking minute of my life thinking about Tupperware. But I worked hard. And I tried. I put in a strong effort. And I developed a team. I don't spend all my time recruiting a team. It's not my priority. My priority is my customers. I love my customers, and I love the sale part of Tupperware. I love to party. Who doesn't? It's fun. But I also really love my team. There's 12 of us. We're a family. We have a group chat. We talk every day. There's not a day that someone in our chat isn't asking a question or just popping in to say hi. I didn't expect that. I didn't expect that with joining Tupperware, I was going to get another group of best friends. I did not expect that there would be someone in my upline who lives in Arkansas, who I talk to multiple times a day, and who I can't imagine being in this Tupperware ride without her. I'm grateful to everything that she has taught me. And I know that she's grateful, not only for my team and for me and for my sales, but my friendship. I didn't plan on that. I didn't plan on those positives. I knew I could work hard, and I knew that I had the gumption to be successful. And I knew that I wanted to pay off this debt. And I had put my mind to it. And we were living in a pandemic, but this was something healthy that I could put my energy towards. It was the best decision I've ever made. If you're thinking about it, if you have a kid going to college, or you've got some debt, or you want a new house, or you want to go on vacation when we can travel again, or you just want to build your nest egg, try it. Join us. There's no negatives. It is a low risk, high reward scenario. It could be the best decision of your life. You could be the one making this video for a ton of potential people in 6 months. We're here for you. I was stunned at the resources that we have access to. I was surprised at all the support we have, but we have it. If you've got a question, someone's got an answer. If you're not tech savvy, someone can help you. If you haven't designed your own graphics, no problem. We've got a whole catalog full of them. There's no reason not to try it. Join us. It will be the best decision of your life. And I look forward to having you on our team.